All right, my friends, good morning. Good morning. We're going to do something a little different today. I figured, hey, this channel is supposed to be about making, managing, and growing money. And I haven't really been obviously as productive with producing videos recently just because I've been so busy with my other business. However, now is the time of the year where we're going to get the ball rolling again, start to. And one way we're going to do so is by letting me show you guys one of the ways that I make money, which is day trading. Now, I will be fully transparent and say off the rip, off the top, day trading is probably my newest, you know, consistent way of making money. Don't always make a lot of money. And after last week's bloody, the third week of September is always very bad, very red, very bad. I had a horrible week that week. I was like, you know what? I'm going to be optimistic this week. I'm going to go in here swinging and I'm going to kill it. I'm going to be that very small percentage of individuals who walk away with a lot of money this week because, yeah, that's how we're going to do it. That is not what happened. And so, we're kicking off the week on a very, very good note so far. I bought in on RCAT, which is Red Cat Holdings. And we've been riding with this. And I'm seeing this like this funnel that it's kind of bouncing back in between. There's a lot of resistance that it initially was facing around here, around that 360 mark. And when it was able to break through it, we kind of got through it, and it's kind of been, they've been trying to fight to push it down, but it's been holding strong. And then the next kind of line of resistance that I drew was around this 380 area, where it's hitting that. And, for me, the way I come up with my lines of resistance and support are generally just kind of where you'll see it bouncing and hitting. So if we start off the day at 7 o'clock when it took off and it started to run and it kind of just kept running until all of a sudden it hit this 360 mark right there. You can see that candle hitting it here. It starts to hit it and it got pushed down, then it hits again, got pushed down, and it got driven down even further. Then it bounced back and started to hit it again, and got pushed down. And the fourth time it was able to break through. Of course, as it was going up again, it saw some more resistance and got pushed back down. But it's been holding fairly strong in this range, in this area. And so that's one way I'll think about, how I'll determine what are the lines of resistance and support, but also by just looking back, 3 months, a year, 6 months, and being able to see where else did it hit these kind of lines and areas when it would start to break up and then hit it and then just get pushed back down. So for all of you beginner investors out there, I wanted to jump in here and again, just show you guys, give you an update, on everything on my channel. But then again, for beginning investors, since my channel has really just been focused on my dividend portfolio that I release every weekend, and that's just adding $25 a week to it. That's over $1,500. We're moving forward in the right direction with it. And it's more reliable in terms of it just being grounded and having a solid base. Day trading is very, very risky, very volatile, especially when you're jumping on a company that has just like taken off, it just exploded. And of course you can see these big, large candlesticks here where it's getting pushed. They're trying to push it back down. They're trying to keep it down beneath this 380 area, this 380 mark. And like I said, it's holding strong though in this range where we're currently at. Now, I bought in somewhere over here and have been riding with it since. Now, I should have jumped up here because I knew it was going to hit that and get pushed back down. I drew this line before it hit that. Again, right here. But like I said, I think it's holding strong in this range. So I kind of just want to ride with it a bit and see how we can do. Now, of course, you can see these two large candlesticks here. So like I said, when you look at the volume here, this jumped up to over 2.5 million. And the volume on this one was only 150, and then it gets 165, 144, much smaller, 84, and I'm looking right here for all of you guys who are new. You can see that things are, like I said, that volume is what's pushing it. So these are most likely some big players, some hedge funds that have a lot of money, and they want to keep it beneath this 80 mark, this 385 or whatever. As you can see, because they're just pushing it down. Now, this might have been them also buying back in, and as once they push it down, they might just be jumping back in. But this is where things are very tricky. If we had my other graph up here, we would be able to see the RSI and the MACD lines, and the RSI line is getting pushed down on the 1 minute chart. So I believe if this it's kind of consolidating right now. This is a consolidation period. So if we pull out and look from we want to be in here. Here we go. Like a 5 minute mark, it's just leveling out, which is good because that RSI line is going to end up coming down beneath the 70 line, which if I'm looking on my actual trading Webull dashboard that I use on desktop. So the RSI line is coming down. If you look at the 5 minute line, it's finally coming down just to where the 70 mark is right now, basically as we speak. The 1 minute, it's beneath it. It's around 45. So that's good. It's in the middle. And so it's holding strong. This is a good consolidation period, and it's kind of building up. More people are probably jumping on board, hopefully. And, as they try to push it down, it's just staying in this range. So this is very, very good, a good sign. And hopefully, this is all pre-market, activity going on. So I think when the bell hits, when 9:30 comes around, we got, another hour and 15 minutes. This is either going to take off or get pushed down. That's the tricky thing. It's going to be very, very risky in that sense because it's going to be one or the other, I feel. It obviously will depend what happens in this next, over the next hour leading up to 9:30. But usually it's one of those other where it's going to get pushed down a lot. They're going to try to push it down a lot more, or it's going to get pushed up right before, and then vice versa. And then who knows what's going to happen in the day. It's going to be very, very interesting. But you can see right here, analysis has this as a strong buy. Again, I don't know why this is different than my actual screen, my desktop version, because my desktop version had additional information that said the price target as well, which, let's see, maybe it's just different on this version of it because I use the desktop version more than the website. So unfortunately we can't see it, but it has a buy price target of $8, and it's currently, as you guys can see, we're pre-market around 360. So, that's not bad. But some of you might be wondering, well, what's going on? First of all, what is RCAT Holdings, right? Because this is what you need to know when you are doing day trading. It's good to know what the company is, what they do, and furthermore, what the news is, the catalyst. Why did this jump all of a sudden? What happened to push it up? And as you can see here, it says their subsidiary, so RCAT Holdings subsidiary, Skypersonic, receives NASA contract. So they have a 5-year contract that they just got with NASA, providing drone data, like software, and analytical software and whatnot. So that is huge. And most likely this will also lead to additional contracts that they'll get down the road and over the next few years. Because NASA is one of the top dogs. So once people see that, okay, they're working with NASA, they obviously have something legit that's working for them, something that actually is going to help improve everything NASA is doing. And more people are probably going to want to buy in. So, as you guys jump into kind of day trading, swing trading, it's important to, I think at least, it's important to not just jump into any company without at least looking to see, what is this company? Who are they? What do they do? What do they provide? With me personally, again, I'm not a professional day trader. This is not financial advice. But things can get very, like I said, volatile and risky with day trading. And sometimes you want to just jump in and jump out. Other people by now would have already been out probably in my situation. Maybe I'm going to regret not jumping out. This is going to be a nice little learning lesson, I guess, for us, myself as well as you guys. And I'm watching as it's getting pushed down right now. So it's like, ooh, do I jump ship? Because I have money in here and I'm in a profit right now. And, when it gets pushed down further away from this kind of high that we reached, it makes it very, very tempting to jump ship, especially when I should have jumped ship when like I said before, I had that line there, knew it was going to hit it and get pushed back down. And had I did that, I would be able to jump back in right now, for example, as it's down 30 cents or whatnot. But REDCat Holdings, they provide drone products, technologies, and services to the fastest growing market segments in our industry through our 4 operating subsidiaries. We continue to build our experienced management team with proven success through our disciplined acquisition strategy. This uniquely positions us to provide high performance products, technologies, and business services for drones. And again, I'm just making sure this isn't plummeting too much, because it's hitting the VWAP line that I have, and it looks like it's going to bounce off of it, I hope. See, this is where it gets tricky, because it's like, all right, it's starting to get pushed back down. Let's come to the 1 minute mark. It's like it's consolidating still, kind of, but it also looks like it's slowly getting pushed down. And it's like, oh, it's so tempting, because you want to take your money, of course. You don't want to lose out on that opportunity. And like I said, I missed the chance to sell up here, in which I could be buying back in right now, slowly dripping. So as it hits here, I could have bought 10 shares. As it goes lower, 10 shares. If it goes lower, 10 shares. And, of course, like right here might be where I would say this is like a strong line of support. If I had my other chart up here, you guys would be able to see the order book that you have access to with level 2, a level 2 account on Webull, which if you guys aren't familiar with investing with Webull, I do have a link down below that you can use to sign up and create your own account, get some free stocks or free money. Or no, M1 Finance has free money. Webull has free stocks when you start and fund your account. And things, it looks like it's starting to go back up. So like I was saying, see, it looks like this is going to be kind of a means of support around that 350 area, because it just kind of hit there and started to bounce up, and now we're starting to get some upward momentum again. So that's what we want to see, and it might end up bouncing back and forth between this funnel all morning. And then once 9:30 comes around, it's going to either take off maybe or get pushed down. You never know. You never know. It's tricky, and that's part of the challenge with day trading. That's why so many people lose a lot of money, and that's why some people do make a lot of money. And, I had a fairly bad week last week, as I mentioned, but things are off to a good start so far for today, which is what we like to see. So again, I wanted to make this quick video and just let you guys get not only an update on REDCat Holdings Inc., because they are taking off today. And maybe I'm going to start to do more videos like this, pre-market videos, and, showing you some of my day trades and things like that. I might sell some of my shares right now and just take some of my profits at least and play it safe. I kind of want to see if it's going to bounce back up, which right now it looks like it's kind of facing some resistance, getting pushed down beneath the 50 MSA line, the 50-day and the EMA 30. So it's in between the VWAP and the EMA 30, and looks like it's about to get pushed down beneath the VWAP. Again, I apologize. I'm not able to. My desktop version, the browser version doesn't have. You can't see all those indicators on this particular one. We could add them, but I don't know how long. And I don't think all these are set up properly to have the right things, but maybe they are set up with my other one. So let's close that. Let's make this bigger. All right. So we got our VWAP is this kind of yellowish line, and then our EMA line, which it's only on a 5-day EMA line, which I don't have that on my other one. My other one is a 30-day. We have 30, we have 5. Maybe we'll keep both of them. Change this color. Maybe make that like purple. All right, so now you can see it's kind of in between these, but just broke it and it's taken off, and it looks like it wants to run. Part of, like I was saying before, the RSI line was getting pushed down, and it looked like it was just kind of, this was being used as a consolidation period. So it's giving it the opportunity to, start to build up some momentum and get more buyers on board. But hey, I don't know. It's getting pushed back down. The volume is probably getting increased as well, because these larger candlesticks generally, mean more people are, there's more trades, more money involved in the mix and whatnot. And again, these hedge funds are the ones who have a lot of money where they can really influence what's going on, and what we're seeing right now, where it's getting pushed down beneath all of our lines, our indicators, the EMA lines as well as the VWAP. So they are trying to keep this down, definitely beneath that 350 or 360 area. But we're not going to jump ship yet. We're going to just try to stay strong with this, see how this plays out. My order book that I have access to on my level 2 account that I'm looking at, it looks like there is a strong line of support at 350 on the dot. So right here is where it might come down to and end up getting bounced off that and pushed back up. Although no, it looks like they are changing that up. So it looks like it's going to go down beneath that, and it might get pushed down as low as potentially 3.320, which, hey, this is getting closer and closer to my when I bought in somewhere down here. So it's like, man, it's cutting away into my profits. And this is brutal for me to watch, because I'm like, after yesterday and stuff, I see this and I'm like, oh, I need to jump ship. I got my money. But I believe this is going to continue to go up. Like I said, I don't think what we just saw, 380, is going to be its high for today. Now, it could be. Again, this is the challenge with day trading. It certainly could be. But with this news, it's good news. It might be something where, hey, in a week from now, the stock will be higher than what it is today because of the type of news, and because, like I said, it will lead potentially to other contracts, assuming this contract goes well with NASA. So other people are going to be interested. They're going to be like, wait, what are they doing with drones? They're working with NASA, analytics, data? Okay, we want that as well. So people are going to be interested. And I think right now it's just part of that, like, excitement, the rush, us retail investors jumping on board, and hedge funds and whatnot, like, probably want to keep it low so they can jump on board with loading up more while it's low. And then it goes up over the coming weeks. Again, this is part of the thing that's tricky with day trading and swing trading, because I've had stocks that I jumped on board. I was doing some day trading and made some good money. But if I held some of those stocks for a month or a week or 2 days or 4 days or a year, some of them would be up way, much higher, way higher than what they were when I was doing my day trades and I made $100 or $50 or $200. Right now I'm up a couple hundred still, even with this dip that we've seen from up here. So we're in a good place right now. Like I said, it looks like a nice area of support around that 350, that 350 mark, because right now it's around 355. And some of the challenge, like I said, you see this and it's like, oh man, you want to jump out, but like, you got to remember, like I said, you want consolidation periods that are going to allow it to hold, build up a nice base, build up, get stronger here, and give us more support around this area. So it can go up, because that RSI line, once it breaks 70, at some point it's going to have to come back down. And so you do want it to come down, and when it goes low enough, at some point people jump on board and start to buy back up like crazy. And 30 is the mark, that is the area that usually people really jump on board with the RSI line. And I'm looking at it now and it looks like it's around 43. So I think there's still something here. I'm not going to sell right now. I'm not going to jump ship. I think it's going to want to try to challenge this 380 area. But I don't know. I mean, like right now you can see it has a downward trend, right? So this is where it's like, oof, if it just stayed going leveled, if it was plateauing and just like evening out, then that's good, because then it's like holding strong. We're seeing where that support is, but it's kind of continuing to get pushed down a little bit. So what we're going to do is, where the heck are all my things on? See, this is why I don't like using my, I like using, here we go. I like using my the desktop version because I can easily find everything I'm looking for. But we'll come over here and grab the parallel tool. And this is tricky because like it's like, all right, well, I was going to just do a downward trend right here, but I would say it technically just broke it, although maybe you would include these ones in it, so it would make it a larger area. But initially I was going to have it just be like here. Okay, well, actually, that actually still works technically like that. So you want to see it continue to go up and break this little funnel, this little tunnel that we have that's going down. And nope, see, but it's getting pushed back down, and it's getting resistance. So this is where, like I said, this is a make or break area, this 350 area, and where we currently have with our funnel here. So we want to see it hold strong here and explode up, take off. You know, I should have technically probably, like I said before, I knew once it hit this line up here, I should have jumped out. And it started to go down and started to go back up. And I was like, maybe here it's going to continue to go up. And nope, it got pushed down. And so right now things are, we're at like a very funky area, very funky zone. I mean, I see a longer, when I look at the order book, I see a large order, like line of support around $3.35. So it potentially might get pushed back down even more, as low as this $3.50, as low as this area here. So like that's the thing. If right now, if it hits this resistance and it can't get above this 350 area and it just gets pushed down, I might jump ship and then maybe jump back on board before it takes off again, because I believe right now what we're seeing is it just getting pushed down, where it's gonna kind of load up. It's like a slingshot. You know, you're pulling it back, then just letting it go because it's gonna explode. And that's what we're getting right now, where it started to go up, take off, but now we're getting that resistance and it's getting pushed back down, only because I think people are loading up so it can take off when the market opens up at 9:30. So again, if you guys are new to investing, or if you are investing with other platforms, I love Webull because you do have pre-market access, so you don't have to wait until 9:30 to jump on board. And, you know, we're seeing, again, strong support in this area. So when the market opens, it might explode and just take off from here. Again, it has an $8 price target on it, and it's not even at $4. So this is, it seems like it's a good move for a good company that you would want to potentially day trade with, because they have good, let's get in here, see where things are at. Oh man, so this is that make or break zone. Like I said, it might just get pushed back down, or it might stay strong where we're at and break out of this downward trend that we currently have and start to go back up, or at least plateau and stay in this zone. But the trick is, because I thought it was kind of plateauing over here and then it got pushed down. So this is where you have to be very cautious and watch it, because this is what they'll do to you and just weed out, like just slowly drain you out, just pushing it down and down and down every 30 minutes or 20 minutes or whatnot, and you don't notice it until you pull out and you're like, wait a minute, I was up here before and now we're over here. But now we're getting looks like some upward trend. It looks like it wants to break this downward trend again. The tricky thing is we had these two larger candlesticks, so it potentially might be a larger, wider funnel, but this 30-day EMA line looks like it's being resistance, and it's fighting against that, like it wants to break over it. It's like it's hitting it and it just keeps getting pushed back down. 3.58. When I look at the order book, I see 3.59. I see 3.64. So it looks like 3.59 is going to be 3.58, 39, kind of area of resistance, which is fighting it right now. 3.58, 3.59, And if it breaks it, it looks like it'll take off and maybe run up to about $3.64, which is up here, which is essentially where we saw these candlesticks here. So what we can do is draw that little line there, and that will just be our next kind of line of resistance that we might potentially experience if it can actually break through this 30-day EMA line around $3.58 that it's currently at. And it's breaking through it, baby. Now we're hitting my previous line that I had drawn, yep, at $3.59 from earlier or whatever. It's breaking that, looks like. So yeah, that $3.64 line of resistance, it looks like it's starting. More orders are jumping on board with that, so it's going to become a harder area to break. But the good thing is it looks like we've broken out of our downward trend here, and it's starting to go up again. So I'm going to wrap it up there. I wanted to just show you guys some of like how I go about up. It's fighting that resistance, so they're trying to push it down. But I wanted to show you guys how I do some of my day trading, and how I make money. One way I make money. This isn't my main source of income. As a whole, I'm certainly up in my Webull portfolio than down. But over the past week, I would say no, I'm definitely down over the past week because of last week. That took a huge dent on my portfolio as a whole. And man, they're trying to push it back down, as you guys can see here. But ultimately, yeah, I mean, this is certainly something that I don't recommend to everyone. I don't really mention my other kind of growth or day trading and swing trading as much on this channel, because I want this channel to really be about helping you with making money, managing money, and growing money. And this is very, very risky, what I'm doing with my day trading. Now, like I said, a company like this, I can't potentially just hold it. In 5 years from now, drones are going to be much bigger than what they currently are. So a company like this, who is focused on drones and data and analytics, like it's a fair assumption to assume in 5 years from now, this is probably going to be in a much better place than where it currently is at $3.50. Now, I could be wrong. This ain't financial advice, of course, but it's a good assumption to make based on the usage of drones and how much more popular they are getting and going to become in years to come. So for me, like right now, like this might be the dumbest thing for me to jump out of, actually. Like maybe I don't want to swing trade, and it's like, hey, forget day trading with this. Like maybe we keep this and we just add this to our portfolio. And 5 years from now, whatever it's going to be, it could be we could be in a very good place, right? Now, me being the idiot I am, I mean, I'm not going to do that because I haven't fully looked at the company's balance sheet, seeing how their finances are, how much debt they have. Those are things that I consider more so when it comes to a long-term investment. Whereas day trading, it's like I just want to know the news, I want to know the catalysts. I do want to know a little bit about the company, of course, too. More the merrier. But really, it's just like following what's going on with it right now and being able to run with that momentum and being able to read the charts to see that, okay, it looks like it's on a downward trend. It might be time to jump ship and get out of this. Or, you see it when it's over here and you're like, this is a upward trend. We want to jump on and ride with this wave. Like I said, I should have sold when it was around that 380 mark over here, because I knew based on the past, I knew there was other areas of resistance and support with those lines that I initially drew. And a lot of them played out to be accurate. So yeah, figured I'd make this video. RCAT Holding, Red Cat Holdings, their stock ticker symbol is RCAT, RCAT. And today, Monday, September 27th, we're currently at pre-market. It's at, like I said, $3.57 right now. But it might get pushed back down a lot more, or it might kind of explode and take off. once the market opens up. So going to be very interesting to see how this plays out. I'm curious to hear what you guys think about this. Are you into day trading? If you are into day trading, do you have RCAT in your portfolio? Were you able to jump on board with this? I caught it pretty much within 10 minutes of them posting on their Twitter account. Oh, I don't have it on here, but on their Twitter account, they posted that this news that helped pretty much propel it and spike it up to where it currently is. And, you know, maybe we'll jump in here. And like I said, if I do decide to keep them kind of in the portfolio long term, you know, maybe we'll come in here and do a full video on their company, looking at the company overview and things like that. But here is where you can see this latest news that just came out this morning. Red Cat Holdings subsidiary Skypersonic receives NASA contract. And that is what helped propel this. And this is the type of thing you want to look for when it comes to day trading, something that's going to help propel their stock price. Because if we would have jumped on here at $2.40 a day ago, ooh, that would be nice. So all their employees who got stocks and stuff, I hope they got a lot of stocks in there, and they actually utilizing and benefiting from, if the company has any, you know, employee perk programs where, you know, they hook them up with stocks and whatnot, which I would imagine they would. I hope that people benefited from it, because right now things are in a much better place than where they were a day ago for them. In any case, like I said, we are going to continue to watch this morning. It looks like it's kind of doing what I was saying, where it will come up and then come down and then kind of come back up to like the high or something, or some point of where it previously was, and continue to go through that cycle as it gets driven down from its high point of where we currently were. So you have to be very, very cautious of that and watch out for that. Again, like I said, the $3.50 mark is kind of what I believe is a good, strong area of support at this point. So, you know, we might be good. We might be in the clear. Like right now, it's over our VWAP line. It's over our EMA, both of our EMA lines. It looks like it's trying to push over them and break. So, hey, like I said, I'm not jumping ship yet. I believe this might have a lot more gas in it. It might later today get pushed back down, and then like in a day or 2 days from now, again, it might be back where it is and then go even higher. That $8 price target, I think it probably will hit that. The question is when. Right now, retail investors, us, are probably jumping on board with this and seeing the momentum, the pre-market gains, and hedge funds are probably like, oh, we got to short this if they can. Or again, knowing what the price target is, they might want to keep it low just so they can load up on it, and then it's going to take off after the fact. So gotta watch out. Might get pushed down and dump once 9:30 comes around, or right before 9:30, or it might take off. One or the other, it's going to hit or miss. Or like I said, it might do that and then get pushed down at 10 o'clock or 11 o'clock. So very risky, but like they say, with great risk comes great reward. So this is not where I put all my money. Yeah, I have my emergency savings. I have my Roth IRA. I have, you know, a few different portfolios that allow me to invest kind of for a house or different things, different goals, and be prepared in the future. But at the same time, I have my portfolios like this where I have my kind of risky and day trading and swing trading and stuff that if I lose this money, it stinks. I don't want to lose money, but I'm willing to invest it and risk it so that I can gain greater rewards. But the biggest thing is, I would say, is consider investing in yourself. I don't mind investing in other companies that have proven to, you know, be top dogs, to be, you know, official. Apple will be around for years to come, right? So you can invest in Apple. You don't always have to invest in yourself. But at the same time, like this, like I said, is kind of very risky at this point in time. And investing in yourself is kind of like the best investment you can make, because you can invest in yourself to invest in a course. Like I might offer a trading course at some point, in which then you can invest in that course to improve your own investing skills that will allow you to make money, right? See what I mean? See how that works? Or you invest in someone else who has already proven themselves with their product and service and a company, a business model, a structure that allows them to continue to grow and make money. So I'm going to wrap it up there, like I said, but would love to hear what you guys think. Have any of you guys jumped on board with RCAT this morning or today? Are you going to just hold them for the long haul, try to get it up, wait until it reaches that $8 price target? Or, you guys not really into the day trading thing as much, and you like my dividend portfolio, you feel more secure with that, less kind of nerve-wracking, and you don't have to worry about all this chaos that we're currently experiencing with it up and down, because like I said, very, very risky. Some people might have just jumped on board over here and then it went up there and they're like, yeah, we're killing it, and then it just got pushed it back down. So can be tricky, my friends, can be tricky. And that's why I always say, it's not financial advice. Don't listen to me, do your own research. You can listen to me, but also do your own research as well. And hopefully everyone has a great start to your week. Make some money. This is just one way we make money over here on this channel, but you got to manage your money properly so you don't lose all your money. Don't just get your paycheck and throw it all inside, RCAT so you can do some day trading, because you might lose all that money. So again, make, manage, and grow money. That's what we want to focus on. And having a little small percentage of your money that you're going to risk in an educated manner. You're not going to go and do the lottery, a scratch ticket, where you have no influence on that actually amounting to money. Whereas, hey, if you got, a lot of money and you wanted to throw it behind a company and you did your research and hey, Tesla will be in a great position in 5 years from now, well, that might be a much better, more educated investment than you going to the convenience store and buying a bunch of scratch tickets. So I'm going to wrap it up there. I would love to hear what you guys think. Leave a comment down below. And do you like these type of videos? Do you want more of these where I just jump in here and just do a random, video on a day trade that I'm focused on? Or not, you like to just stick to my dividend portfolio videos and, the other plans I have coming up? Let me know what you guys think. Leave a comment down below. Like this video if you haven't yet. And of course, subscribe to the channel. Hit that notification bell so you guys can stay up to date on my latest and upcoming video content. But all right, my friends, you already know I got to keep it moving, but I'll see you in the next video. Peace. Let's make some money.